Do you only work wet and wet, or will you go back in and make adjustments later?
Once it dries, you can go back and you can cover the whole thing up if you want to. I almost did that on that one of the musicians. I did that in 3 hours at, what's the name of that bar? By Coffins.
Oh, Montrose.
Montrose, yeah. That was with the orchestra. And so they were playing and I was painting. And it's loose, it's somewhat abstract. So I got home and I thought, well, I'll tweak it. I took some photos and I went, oh no. Because the photos were realistic and that was impressionistic. So, I barely touched it. Did that answer your question?
It does indeed.
Okay.
There's a shadow missing.
Excuse me?
There's a shadow missing on your palm tree.
Yes, there is a shadow. I was just going to get that. And thinking again on going back in here and making a greeny, dark kind of shadow, because we've got to get this shadow in here to be more like, see, this is starting to dry, so it doesn't blend as well. It's a little bit sticky, which is okay for the shadow.
So wouldn't spraying it with your hairspray bottle?
Yeah, you can do that. You can spray it with the water bottle. You can I could be using more glazing liquid in with my paints.
No.
You.
Back to the musicians, did you start out with a dark value?
I did. I knew I was going to be painting at night. So I started out, excuse me, with a black canvas. So I didn't have to worry about coming in with the darks. I could just go from mid-tone to light. Because I also knew that I would be limited in my time. But it was great fun. And a free drink. I don't know who it was, because of all the places that artists were painting and where the orchestra was, I thought, how come they thought I'd be a good person for the bar?
I got a coffee house, imagine that.
Okay, I'm going to bring in more lights. So we're going to add some highlights here. How are we doing on time?
I'm doing fine.
I get a cramp in my back oftentimes.
Do you?
Yeah, my chiropractor hates it. He says, well, you gotta move around more. You get your back all out of whack. So this is probably good for me. I usually don't move around as much when I'm painting.
It's hard to dance and paint, though.
Say what?
So it's hard to dance and paint.
Well, that's true. Wish you had some, that special beverage.
That's true.
See, this is almost straight, heavy body white because the color underneath what I'm hoping for is the lights to move around. So that's why I'll go back in and add some more movement so that it will pull around. Hopefully, anyways. Well, that's a right mess. But it was fun. Well,
Yeah.
we need some of, it isn't easy to paint and think and talk all at the same time. So we gotta have some of this in here. That helps. We've got a lot of lights, so let's add. Yeah, that's better. The nice thing about working the wet and wet is that you can just keep working it. Play around with your colors and say, Oh, that was a bad idea. But I can change it. It's my painting. I can do anything I want to with it. I was at a show one time in Myrtle Beach. And I was in my red sky phase. You guys remember that? She came along and she said, "You can't have that. Skies are blue." And I said, "Not in my world."
If you were born in the 70s, or raised in the 70s.
I still want that strong orange, but it's a little too strong. So we'll soften it down a little bit. Tie some of these clouds together. Is that better? Yeah. Took out some of the red. Okay, well, I think I've made just about a mess of that as much as I can.
Looks pretty complete.
Pretty good. That's really good.
Any questions? Now you can go home and say, let's just brush the paint. That's the best fun.
Looks good.